Guys, welcome back to another episode of DR Survival. In the last episode, we reached Zaporyarny and we were told to go to the handcar for the next quest. This one, to go to Murmansk. But before that, we will be searching Pechenga first, and then I will explain this raven in the cage. So basically, this is what you will get if you spend money in this game for about $1 or $2. This one, dear buyer, thank you for purchasing the premium version, and this comes with a lot of bonus like this one. There's a pet that you can use, and then there's some cash and starter set, and there will be more options for perks, and then there is stuff that you can get in online mode like there's no time limit for chat, and then sending package, etc. And then this unlocks hard mode, which is very interesting, and then more markers just for your world map basically. And for the starter, we get the raven in the cage. Let's open it, and we got ourselves some one pet right here. uh, he can attack enemies, and yeah, we will use that raven for early game stage, like to kill some rats. And then about the leveling system, if we take a look at the crafting section, we are currently level 3, and as we level up we will unlock a more crafting recipe to craft tools or anything that we need. And for now we will need this bicycle at level 10 so that we can travel with more weight basically, because right now we can only have 30 kilograms. And yeah, actually let's wear the normal clothes for our armor, because this 150 armor because we will find tougher enemies, and we will need lots of help that we can get from armor. Okay, let's just go to Pechenga first and see if we can find something useful there. Also about food, water, and energy, this will deplete uh, over time as we walk or progress. Like this clock at the top right corner will continue to working. And then let's take out the light source first. Actually this is night time, which means that we will need uh, light source to get this, because sometimes you get like 100% chance, and uh, you don't need actually to use light source, because they are a little bit very variable in the beginning. And we got ourselves our combat with 3 rats. If we auto battle, we will use default weapons, which we don't want, because usually it gets very expensive using expensive materials. And if it use weapon, it will reduce the durability by substantial amount, which we don't want. So right now we will just take off the weapon, and we let the third slot blank so that we can punch the rats. Okay, start battle tutorial. When in this cell you can flee the battle, which we don't want because this is just rat. We can take care of them basically. Probably, I don't know. Let's go to here first. If in case anything goes wrong, we can just flee easily. And stuff like this is like traps that spread across the board, which we will have to be aware of or kinda remember because the map is like limited or predictable over time. And now you use the raven to attack this rat and we just move. So the raven can move 2 times, which will be very useful, of course, because of this. Uh, if we attack with the raven, we can just move away from the creature. Um, Now let's just go here to protect ourselves, and then I don't know. Actually, let's go here so that this rat got lured gets lured into attacking the raven and will step in the trap like that, and then the rat beat me, but that's fine. Now let's just start punching the rat with our bare hand. It's not a lot of damage, but then again the rats also don't have that much of uh, you know hate health point. So let's just punch this guy and then let's wait until the last um, rat to go to after us. Let's lure the rat with the raven. Let's punch. Now that uh, the rat is damaged by the raven, the rat will always uh, try to attack the raven, not the player itself, because we did nothing basically. And then we can do one more time, and okay, we missed, but that's fine. Let's go here. Okay, now let's move our character over here and maybe just attack. I think we can do it. Yes, that's 9 damage and 1. Okay, and that's it. We got ourselves 3 red carcasses and we got some experience for ourselves and for our raven. Now this carcasses usually is very heavy and we don't want that, so we will just leave it over here. I guess we can eat it later. It has expiring time of 5 days, which is fine. Let's go here and let's search this car for the gasoline. Okay, we got ourselves gasoline and oh, it's too dark. And then we can search this apartment or house, and yeah, use the torch for the food and the tape. We don't get the tape, but that's fine. And then this one we don't have axe or this homemade explosive or crowbar, but that's fine. And yeah, I think that will be it from this place. Where was the carcass again? I think I will take one actually, just in case, and let the others just leave it behind. That's fine. And then let's go to the handcar. Let's do this quest. As I walk, I found a handcar as old as the railroad itself. However, despite its ramshackle appearance, it started to move smoothly when I pushed the lever. Okay, conveniently, there's a handcart over there. I'll definitely get 2 more months faster on this thing than on my own 2 legs. Yeah. After going a couple kilometers on the handcar, I spotted a stream at the foot of an embankment. It was surrounded by a meadow densely covered with wild herbs and strawberry bushes growing right by the water. Excuse me. A pure undisturbed spot. Pick berries, search for useful herbs. I think useful herbs. After examining the meadow, okay, so I think the berries will give you strawberries, which is a food, but it has chance to poison you, which I don't want to take the risk with. So that's why I didn't take that. I still remember the thing a bit. I think okay, maybe it's changed, maybe I don't know. I picked a few ripwood leaves somehow. However, while I was busy with that, the sky turned completely dark. Night would soon be here. Okay, I have to keep going. Night fell, the earth was shrouded in a haze, and after a couple kilometers, the fog swallowed the entire world around me. I was tired and starting to drift off to sleep. Stop. Excuse me. I just had some battery bread for food that I ate, and it's a little bit. I need to drink 1 second. Okay, so stop and make game. Okay. Also, by the way, this is like pick survival pick option. Like you need to choose between some answers that will determine if you will survive or not. Some options have like a lot of useful, like the good choice, but the others also have like bad choice, and you can get some consequences from picking the wrong answer. I stopped the handcar. I certainly had no desire to fall asleep and follow the track while I was riding on the handcar. I built a fire at the foot of the embankment and got ready for bed. Okay, sleep. In the morning, the fog still formed a wall around my little camp. Nonetheless, I was glad to get a good rest at least, and I continued my journey with renewed vigor. Time to keep going. Okay, a couple hours later, the outline of small stations where the railway fork emerged from the fog. The railroad switch is set to lead the handcar to a dead end, but its lever is completely rusted. I have to find a way to nudge it. Okay, inspect the station. A concrete platform and dilapidated building. The remnants of bars jut out in front of the broken windows, and deep claw marks are scratched into the locked door. Climb through window, break the door open with the axe. I think I will break the door. Okay, a few swings of the axe solved the problem of the locked door. I went in. Search. I found a half-empty oil can without much searching. I walked back to the handcar, oiled up the railroad, switched lever, and switched the track. Now I can keep going or stick around and keep searching. I think I will keep searching first. All I found after searching inside was some rope and a bottle of vodka that had been stashed away. I returned to the handcar only to discover a large lynx prowling around it. When it noticed me, it arched its back and hissed. Scared off with the torch, shoot with a pistol, throw the bottle at it. I think I will use the torch because this bottle reduce our radiation, which we will need later on because the wasteland is very radiated and we don't want to kill ourselves with the radiation sickness. So I'll just scare with the torch. I yelled and waved my torch above the link. Frightened, it leaped away and disappeared into the fog. Now I can get out of here. Okay, keep going. The fog retreated and the swamps gave way to woodland. From the depths of the forest emerged another narrow gauge railway parallel to the one I was on. A little further on, I spotted a train that had derailed. Take a closer look. The front of the control car was buried in the earth at the foot of the embankment. The freight cars behind it had crumbled into a heap of metal, but a few passenger cars remained on the track. Okay, so this must have uh, happened a long time ago, I suppose, because the train seems like it's been abandoned. Don't know why or how. Maybe the tracks got damage. I don't know, probably because the train is obviously going off track and collapse into the side. Anyway, search the control car, check freight cars, or look in the passenger cars. I think I will check the control car first because that's where the head of the train. I think the control car was empty, but I found a small package with a handful of pistol rounds in the conductor's boot. The pistol itself, however, was nowhere to be found. Yep, because of this is the conductor's room. I suppose there will be more useful stuff there. Check the other cars. As I left the train car, I noticed a human skeleton in the grass. While animals had done a thorough job on the train wreck survivor, okay, it's a skeleton, search for other remains. The trail of bones led to the forest. From somewhere among the trees, the howl of a wolf suddenly broke the silence. I better get the heck out of here, okay? Get to the handcar quick. The rest of the wolf's pack joined in the howling. I raced to the handcar and pumped the lever at full speed, trying to stop myself from looking over my shoulder. Keep going. I was getting close to Murmansk when I noticed something on the tracks ahead. I stopped the handcar and stepped closer. It was a corpse. Examine the body. Okay, so by the looks of it, the corpse was still new. I mean, it's it looks like it's old enough, but I don't know. It looks like there's some stuff that keep the clothes, intact like that because of the body, and it hasn't been decomposed just yet. I think if it's decomposed, I think it will go down like flat, but it doesn't look like it's flat. Anyway, examine the body. The body had a filthy coat, a gas mask without a filter, and a travel bag around the shoulders. In the pockets of the coat, I discovered a newspaper rolled into a cone. Okay, read the newspaper. Talks with the US version or the US? US, I think. Look in the bag, take the gas mask off. I think I will check the bag first. There were a few bandages in the bag as well as a small device in a leather case with a strap. Inspect the device. It looks like a strange radio, okay, and has a wire coming out of it with a short metal tube at the end. Yep, this is radio. In the leather case, I found an instruction booklet for the dosimeter radiometer DP5V, 5 volt, I suppose. Turn on. When I flipped the switch, the dosimeter started to whir. I waved the sensor tube around, and when I passed it over the dead body, the wiring increases. The corpse is okay. The corpse is extremely radioactive. So this is a device that can detect radioactivity, I guess, and apparently, the corpse is extremely radioactive. It means that I think the person died because of radioactive sickness. Okay, remove the body from the tracks. Don't touch it though. I dragged the body down to the foot of the embankment. Now I know what had probably killed the poor guy. Yup, radiation sickness had consumed him from the inside out. So from this, I think we can we can get that there is a nuclear apocalyptic events. I think that caused the wasteland to get radioactivity. Bury the body. I think now I know. Okay. Or don't touch it. I think I'm not going to touch it because I can get sick. I don't know how radioactivity spread. Can it spread by just touching it, or I don't know. The longer I stay near the body, the more radiation I will be exposed to. I'd better get back to the handcar as soon as possible. Okay. Good call, mate. Next stop, Murmansk. Okay, when I was just a few kilometers from Murmansk, the railway stopped up at a big crater that had been left by an explosion. There's no getting past it. Time to leave the handcar and explore the city on foot. Okay, walk toward. Okay, so we arrived here and we were from up here, I think. Oh, that was a lot of. Okay, so from there we travel and pass lots of city, but um, I don't think I will care about that much right now. Let's go to the safe haven. So the safe haven is like checkpoint. I think if you died anywhere in the wasteland, you will be teleported to the nearest safe haven or town or survivor space. I think I don't know. The game has been changed. I don't know if safe haven is still acts as checkpoint or not. But anyway, in each safe haven we will get this if we buy the premium version of the game for about $1 or $2, which contains this stuff. I will pick it up, but I'm not going to open it just yet. I will only use those that I have only for um, when I really need to use it. Okay, so let's just search this. We don't need the light because it was 100%. Okay, let's drop everything first and we got ourselves a bicycle. I will use it, I guess, or equip it so we get more weight, max weight to carry. But also the bicycle needs a lot of stuff to repair, such as bicycle spare parts, machine oil, screw, and toolkit. And its repair will recover 25% of durability. Okay, but anyway, okay, now we have only 44%, which is very good without compared to when we didn't have our bicycle equipped. I will try to use only bicycle for now. Okay, I suppose next thing we will go to Kandalaksha, but for now let's go to Murmansk. But let's read this first. Okay, not number 4 and now 6. What about number 5? I don't know. When I was just, oh, this was before after handcar. Okay, so let's grab everything. I think, yeah, let's leave the red carcass over there. Let's go in and check. Not number 7. Murmansk is dead. Okay, no more human, I suppose. There is no electricity or water. And there are skeletons everywhere, in houses, in the streets, everywhere. I will try to find something that can explain the awful deaths and the reason behind my survival. I need to check the military base. The army must have known what was going on, obviously. Okay, next task. Explore the military base command center. Okay, let's go there. Uh, okay, let's search. We got some explosive and damage. Although this is damage, we can still use it. I think 2 pistol ammo for 35 damage. Not bad. Let's pick it up and then yeah, I will just grab everything in here first before um taking that the next quest. Check if there's some useful stuff. Let's open this. We got auto spare parts, not bicycle one though, which we need. Okay, let's take some gasoline, more gasoline and rope. and then some medicine. Human skeleton. I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't need to search that actually. Food and saucepan. Okay. And okay. Behind the headquarters, I discovered an open ventilation shaft. It looks like a military bunker. I bet there's something useful inside. Okay. Let's go down. Climbing down, I found myself in a ventilation chamber and immediately spot a skeleton in a ragged officer's uniform. Should I search? I think I will search first. Okay, the skeleton had a broken rib cage and was missing its right leg. Who or what could have done something like this? I need to be careful. Probably wolf. I don't know. Anyway, we got cloth and cigarettes. Walking through the corridor, I noticed an airlock door marked control room. Okay, go to control room. In the control room, I discovered a massive radio control panel. Unfortunately, it was out of power. I will search first. Okay, the panel had been powered by a portable generator that had long run out of gasoline. Oh, we have gasoline. I spotted a pistol on the ground. As I leaned over to grab it, I heard a rustling sound above my head. Look up. Above me, I spotted a giant centipede, its body practically stretching across the entire ceiling, and it appeared that the light of the torch had awoken the massive beast. Wow, that's very big. Like, this is probably ventilation, right? And then this one is the thing. The option is run, run, or run. Okay, I will pick the caps lock one. Unable to think straight, I sprinted into another room and bolted the door behind me. The centipede started to slam itself against the rusty paneling. The door wouldn't hold much longer. Look around. I had ended up in a storage room filled with barrels of gasoline. Now I had to fight. I had a fighting chance against the beast. Okay, fight back. Oh, another combat. Okay, so in this scenario, so this one is these red barrels are explosive, which will explode if something like uh, shoot it or punch it. So I will just go up here. This one was like a tile that if you are on it, you can basically shoot across walls, like this one or this one, these walls. You can shoot across that, and I will use this for exploding this barrel, I think, so that it triggers chain reaction, just like that. And we got ourselves giant centipede carcasses. Engulfed in flames, the creature thrashed one final time, then stopped moving. Okay, it dies. I grab a gas canister and wearily return to the control room. Refuel. The generator sputtered to life. The control panel switched on and seemed to start cycling through frequencies in search of an active radio signal. After a few minutes, something that sounded like a human voice echoed out. Hey, do you copy? A male voice reverberated from the speakers. Vasily, do you copy? Fa- Fascia, I'm near Kandalaksha. These damned men have overrun the city. Do you copy? Do you copy? Fascia answered, do you copy? The ancient general began to rumble, then shut off. The panel went dark. Okay, so I think from this we can get like people, a group of people got mad I mean that's normal for post-apocalyptic event. Like people will strive or struggle for their life, right? And they overrun the city. It says, okay, inspect the notebook. A diary is lying. Also, it was in Kandalaksha, so I suppose we will get our first bandit, banditos in the Kandalaksha. I don't know, probably. A diary is lying on the control panel, but it's too dark to read. Grab the diary. There's nothing else here. Time to get out of this place. Okay, we got ourselves a note. Leave the bunker. And that's a quest done. We got ourselves some XP. This one, we can get the poison, I think, and the lymph for crafting later. But let's just search this first to get the broken pistol. And let's pick up. Do I want this? think think I want. Maybe not. I don't know. Do I need limp this early or poison? Okay, well, I'll just butcher it, and pick up all, I suppose. Okay, the next quest. Let's check. Um, okay, have I read this one? Okay, the military base was in a sorry state. Some buildings lay in ruins, others were burned out husks. Everything was scorched inside, and the charred wood and blackened metal was covered in a thick layer of dust. But there weren't many bodies at all. Where had all the base's inhabitants gone? Okay, we done that. In November 1984, nuclear bombs were dropped on towns and cities across the USSR. That was old Russia, I think. The perpetrator of these attacks and their motives are still unknown. Okay, more mystery. I intercepted a radio message from Kandalaksha. It's a long way away, but I have to get there first. Though I should stop by Pusnoy and grab more supplies. Okay, Pusnoy. Item required orderly diary. Okay, we got the diary, I think. No, this one. Okay, that's a lot of reading. Also, I haven't read this other one. Attention resident of Zapolyarny, by order of the mayor office, all shipment of medicine have been rerouted. Okay, I have read this. Okay, this one I have read. Okay, this one. A lot of the pages are too damn to read, but you can make out a few things. Okay, at November we had atomic bombs. No one knows who started the fighting, but it doesn't matter anymore because it already happened. Those who were on the military bases managed to shelter in the bunker. February 85, so it was November 84. So this is like December, January, 3 months later. Our supplies are running out, obviously. Our last generator has stopped working. Illegible. Volodia died. I won't last much longer. The boys want to search the dormitories. There could be medicines. I said no. The water level is neck high, and it will be no good for me if they get themselves killed. Pneumonia. I think that's like lungs disease. February 7th, the same day, 4 days later, illegible are going out through the ventilation shaft and then south. God forbid they're exposed for too long. Illegible like family, die like family, uh, or go like family. I don't know. Lyoska has tears in his eyes. I even had to yell at him a little. They can cry when this is over, but if they fall apart now, they won't survive. Yeah, this is one is again in the post-apocalyptic event. Like uh, obviously you will only survive with people if you work together. uh, you don't start you know going over yourself or being selfish and that kind of stuff, because that just will make things worse. Like what matters you the most is you have friends by your side and you need to use that for your benefit of survivability or survivability. I think, I don't know the words. February 8th, the next day they are gone. I saw illegible sitting and watching me with its beady little eyes, as if it knows I'm about to die and that it's going to be eating well when I do. Absolute vermin. Not if I get you first. So vermin is like rats, right? They are gone. I should um okay, they're gone. Does that mean they all died or they all finally moved or went out together? I don't know. But this dude apparently stay, and I don't know, yeah. And that will be it for this episode. Um Next episode we will be going to Pusunoi first, this one over here. Not too long, we have bicycle, but we will need a lot of bike parts for the repairs. Um, in between episode, I will search stuff in the city and the in the Severomorsk and Kola to find some stuff or supplies so that I don't have to waste time just searching. And I will probably start the video once I have uh, got the supplies, and we continue to Pusunoi after that. And yeah, that will be it for today's episode. Maybe Polarny and Kadzievo I can go to because it's close. I don't know. But yeah, I think that will be it for today's episode. If you enjoy and want to play by yourself, just get it from your phone, uh, Google Play or Apple Store, I think. And yeah, again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode of They Are Survival. Goodbye.